Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. This is David with New Blog Hosting. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're staying safe. I guess now we can put a face with a name. It's nice to meet all you folks. What I wanted to talk to you about today is something that we see common in the hosting and blogging industry. Now, I'm going to use New Blog Hosting here as an example because, of course, I'm very familiar with what we offer, and I'm somewhat familiar with what other hosts offer as well. What I want to talk to you today about is how to choose the right hosting plan for your blog. Choosing the right hosting plan is much more involved than just getting on the website, choosing the cheapest plan, or choosing the first plan you come to that, okay, it's got the right amount of disk space. It gives me a little room to grow. That's the plan. No, there's much more to that. And I think if some of you look back at your tickets that you may have submitted with your host, or may even have submitted with us, you'll see that there's more to that. For example, we don't get enough sales tickets here at New Blog Hosting for, guys, which plan do I need? That tells us that a lot of you purchase based on your wallet and your wallet only. And when things don't turn out well, when certain things happen that we'll talk about here in just a minute, you need an explanation. You need more assistance. Here at New Blog Hosting right now, we have three plans: your basic plan, your premium plan, and your VIP plan. The basic plan is designed for the starter blogger. The starter, the small person, the person that's just now getting their feet in the ground. The premium plan, in our eyes, is designed for the more established blogger. The person that's established, they've got some ad revenue kicking around, they've got some sponsored posts, they have days where things get popular on social media and they need that room to expand and have bigger traffic days than normal without any issues. Then we've got the VIP plan, and this is for the big blogger, the established blogger with big dreams, and they're going to have some really big days. You're bringing in some income possibly from your ads. You're bringing in some income from your sponsored posts, and you just want your blog nailed to the wall. You don't want to have any issues, and the issues that you have, you want to be very minor. You want the best of the best CPU, the fastest disk space, the fastest RAM, the most available to you is over in the VIP area. Now, of course, that's the most expensive. Here at New Blog Hosting, that includes a firewall, that includes your backups, that includes a commercial caching plugin if you choose to use it. That includes some regular consulting from us. That gets you some priority support, if you will. But what we see is when you're shopping for your plan, you choose that basic plan because it's the least expensive. Now, here at New Blog Hosting, you get something that you don't get from other hosts. We will massage that basic plan sometimes to make it work for you. We'll add some CPU usage to it. We'll add a little bit of RAM to it. We'll add some bandwidth to it to make it work for you, to get you to that point of where you're ready to make that next step to our premium plan, to our VIP plan. But what a lot of bloggers do is simply look at it from a price point of view, a disk space point of view, which are two metrics that bloggers can understand when it comes to resource usage. For example, you look at your disk space and you'll say, well, I'm using 20 gig of disk space. They're offering 25, in this plan. That gives me 5 gigs of growing room. That's the plan for me. Not always the case. You've got to take into effect, what theme are you using? How many concurrent visitors do you get? How many plugins do you have? Are your plugins heavy? Because for each visitor that you get, those plugins are running. It's not just one visitor. It's not just you and the admin dashboard. It's not just your traffic every day that you look at in Google Analytics. It's the things that are crawling your website, the Google crawlers, the SEMrush crawlers, the Bing crawlers, anything else that's indexing your website, the Pinterest crawlers, the Instagram crawlers. You've got to have room for those things. You've got to have room for the concurrent users if you have a semi-popular post or popular post. You've got to have overhead in your CPU boundaries and your memory boundaries to make that happen. If you don't, things start backing up. Like the grocery line at the grocery store, the line to pick up your kids at school. And you've got, I'm waiting for CPU usage. I'm waiting for memory usage. And then it's okay for that line to back up a little bit. That's a natural process in blogging and hosting. But if that line backs up too much, then you start running into resources and you've got basically a fight there as to who's going to get in first. And you may hit the point where WordPress or some of your plugins say, look, I give up. I don't have what I need to function. Then you get that error message. Then you're submitting tickets. You're making phone calls that your blog is down. 9 times out of 10, it's not down. It ran out of resources. It needed something configured to handle bigger traffic levels. Do you understand where we're coming from? And it doesn't take much these days to need those bigger traffic levels because plugins are getting heavier. They're not getting lighter, they're getting heavier. Jetpack in general is a heavy plugin. Your SEO plugins are heavy plugins. Some of your optimization plugins that you guys use, WP Rocket, for example, it does a lot of things, but it's a heavy plugin to do those things. So you have to allow your site headroom for those plugins to function and function well, and also function under load. There's a difference. You have to plan for that. We're not asking you, nor is most other hosts, that you should know the answers. But when you approach that sign up page at a host, you have to ask yourself, do you want enough to just get by for now? Or do you want enough for that popular day? Do you want peak top performance? Because sometimes the best way to explain it is trying to shove a house into a suitcase. It doesn't work. It doesn't fit. But you buy a bigger moving truck, you can fit it in there. I hope, I'm hoping that this is helping some of you because there's a lot of folks out there that you're out there, you're optimizing your blogs, which is good. But sometimes you just need a little more resources to give your blog that extra oomph, if you will, to get you the performance you're looking for. But on the other side of it, you have to do right as a blogger making the right theme choices, making the right plugin choices, optimizing those images. Because there is a resource ceiling here that we need to discuss, that sometimes you can throw all the resources you want at a blog. It's not going to get any faster in terms of those speed tests that everybody likes to use, Google speed test, GT metrics, because the blog itself is not optimized. It's kind of like you reach the point where sometimes making it bigger doesn't mean you made it better, because your blog is not equipped to take advantage of those extra resources, or it's using all the resources it knows how to use based on how you set the blog up. I'm hoping that makes sense. It's kind of like, do you set the blog up to be a speeding bullet to start with, and it stays that way? Or do you set it up to be sloppy, for lack of a better way to put it, and you continue to throw resources at it, but it's still a sloppy blog? We see that a lot. We see those unoptimized images. You have chose too many plugins. You have got external scripts running. You've got plugins that aren't optimized. There's more to it than just choosing the bottom end resource package. We understand that it's a business and you guys are wanting to maximize your ad revenue. You're wanting to maximize your money from your sponsored post. But sometimes it's better to go ahead and make that investment into your hosting and get that performance so your ads do the most for you, so your sponsored posts get the most views the quickest. Look at it that way. Going out and spending thousands of dollars on a web design, which some of you have done, doesn't help your website unless it's making you happy that the aesthetics are a certain way. Google doesn't care what your website looks like. And I would dare to guess that some of the folks you're doing sponsored posts for don't care what your website looks like, to a point. So are you better off investing some of that money that you paid for that high dollar, couple $3,000 design into better hosting and less of a design? That's a more profitable, that's a more efficient way to blog. Put some money into the aesthetics, yes, but make sure you've got the right hosting package to get the most out of it first. Plan your budget accordingly. And, we're always here at New Blog Hosting to answer questions. Support at newbloghosting.net. Submit a ticket. We're happy to help you. But start giving some thought. If you're looking at, if you're blogging with us, are you on the right plan? If you're willing to adjust and you can keep an open mind to spending a little more money, submit a ticket. Ask us. We'll be happy to answer you. We can look at the metrics. We can look at your CPU usage. We can look at your RAM usage. We can look at your disk I/O. We can see these things. If you're an incoming customer, sales at New Blog Hosting will quickly get you to someone, such as myself, that can take a look at your current plan with your current host, can ask you some questions, and can help you get situated into the most efficient plan for your blog. We're not going to upsell you. That's not what we do. That's not how we function. We are absolutely not going to upsell you. We're going to get you what you need, to be successful. Charging you more money and making more money off of you just for the simple fact of being able to do so or talk you into something is not what we do here at New Blog Hosting. We are very customer service oriented. We want to be your partner. We want to be your resource in your blogging adventures. We don't want to be the person that just says, throw more money this way, throw more resources this way. When you make a move, we want to see you get the results you're looking for. If not, we want to help you get those results or guide you in the steps that you need to take to get those results. The New Blog Hosting team has over 40 years of hosting experience. We're not the new guys. We were here before the competition and we're still here. We're here because we care, we take the personal approach, and we're willing to do that. We're willing to give you some hands-on consulting to make sure you get what you need. Going down a pricing sheet and just picking the basic plans for us or at any host is not always the right thing to do. Unless you're strict on budget, you come to us and say, look, this is what my budget can afford. Can you make it happen? That's where you get that New Blog Hosting flexibility, where we can help you make it happen, or we can say, look, this is what you really need to do, and this is why. And we can help you make the choice. And we will always do the best to try to make sure New Blog Hosting is the best fit for you. We offer a very wide range of services and we have a wide range of capabilities. We feel like we can be a home for any blogger or any business out there. But if for some reason we're not the home, or you're looking something very specific that we just can't make happen, we're going to tell you that and help you find the right home for you. But 99.9% of people can find a cost-effective, functioning home that they're happy with. They've got a partner. They've got somebody that's going to stick with them. They've got somebody that's going to pick up the phone. They've got somebody that's going to answer tickets in a prompt manner. We're going to be there for you. So if you need to send a ticket to sales, we're there. You send a ticket to support, we're there. This team is there 24/7. We're there 24/7. We never quit. We're even there on holidays. The same level of service. Don't be afraid to ask questions, but when you ask those questions, be willing to do so with an open mind. If you need help choosing a plan, come to us. We'll help you. You need help migrating, come to us. We'll help you. We hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe down below. As you see, we've got other videos with tips and we've got more blogging tips coming. Keep this space watched. We're aware of some things that you guys are asking for in tickets that we're going to make some videos for, such as creating your staging environment, setting up your FTP accounts, your cPanel logins. We know that some of you are switching to the Mediavine theme. We're helping people with that. We're going to set up some tutorials. Keep a watch out. Subscribe. Make sure you don't miss it. As always, if you need us at New Blog Hosting, we're here for you. Support at New Blog Hosting for current customers. Sales at newbloghosting.net for prospective customers. Take care, everybody. Thank you for your business. Let us know how we can help you. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.